On this episode, On the Job with Steve.
So he's in charge today. So if you have questions,
sort of in charge. Mrs. Leonard really is in charge.
This is Steve Webb. He's the superintendent for Vancouver Public Schools. That's a full-time job, and then some. But a few times every year, Steve ditches the suit and tie because every good boss needs to know the challenges his employees face at work. He's making lunch, mowing the lawn, fixing buses, and painting walls. It's On the Job with Steve.
I can do that.
Well, I heard you were just concerned you wanted to make sure April was in the room too.
Yeah. I'm here in April Leonard's kindergarten classroom at Chinook Elementary. We've got a morning lesson activity that focuses on numeracy, geometric sense, phonemes, blended sounds, and then we have a mid-morning lesson that is focusing on our Second Steps curriculum, which is really a social skill development curriculum, and then a few other activities interspersed as we transition from one lesson to the next. Good morning. Okay, we'll get that taken care of. Thank you for sharing that. Good morning. Are you coming? All right, awesome, dude. What's your name?
I've got this in the door.
Okay. Smash your fingers. All right. Very nice. Homework folder. Awesome. Awesome. 2 home. Yeah, how was your weekend? Yeah, good. Awesome. Get those. Get that homework folder turned in. Very nice. I spend time in the field for 2 reasons. One, to really understand the frontline challenges that our employees face each and every day, and secondly, to understand the frontline contributions that our employees are making each and every day on behalf of the kids and families we serve in Vancouver Public Schools. Hocus pocus!
Everybody focus!
Well, good morning, boys and girls. It's a treat to see you. We're going to get started on this little activity that's in front of you, so if you'll turn around and look at that paper, that would be great. Well, Mrs. Leonard is a rock star, so it's all about routines, it's all about cueing, it's all about advanced direction. If you're explicit enough about that, managing transitions can be very tight. If you're not, it can be very loose. So I'll just lean into the routines and the cueing and the direct instruction that is part of the routine here, and we'll see how that goes.
Yep.
Okay. I've highlighted a few words here that will help. So first we want to count each set of objects and then write how many right below. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 barbecues. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 hot dogs.
I think that having your boss come in gives him, an experience like he's never had, and you can think back to when you were in kindergarten, but that memory is definitely different than being in a teaching role with kindergarten and just seeing how much it changes and how much there is that goes into each moment of every day. Again, so they can work on this in that time.
Okay, great.
And if you have any questions, feel free to raise your...
Good morning, Wolf Pups. We hope you have a great day today. Today, boys and girls, is Monday, May 19th. In our cafeteria, we have whole grain mozzarella breadsticks with marinara dipping sauce, crisp celery and jicama sticks with baby carrots, and golden pineapple. Boys and girls at our school, we are safe, respectful, and responsible. Today, we're going to practice that today. We're going to be responsible in the hallways. We're going to walk in a silent, straight line. We have friends who are taking the MSP today. We need to make sure that we are especially quiet. Wolf Pups, the instructional targets on the board, that is your job. We want you to have a great, great day.
Is that it?
Yep.
Okay.
Back to work.
Can you take this down to the cafeteria, to the lunch? Okay, and can you go with a friend? Pick a friend to go with you?
No, there. That's not my blue.
And then come right back, okay?
There was some coat here.
Please raise your hand if someone is missing from your table this morning. Max is missing from your table. Thank you.
Hocus pocus. Okay, we're going to put our crayons away carefully and our pencils too. And then we're going to come quietly to the rainbow carpet crisscross applesauce. Okay? Do that now. Go. We're offering full-day kindergarten here in Vancouver Public Schools for every child. And we're elevating the kind of standards that students are expected to meet by year end. But we don't do that at the expense of play, at the expense of joyful, interactive, engaging learning activities.
I'm sorry, Dr. Webb. I haven't officially introduced you to my friends. May I
sure.
do that?
Yes.
So, good morning, friends. Good morning. Can you say good morning to Dr. Webb? Good morning, Dr. Webb. We are so excited to have him here today. He wanted to know what it's like to be in kindergarten, in a kindergarten classroom. So he came to see what our kindergarten class is like. And he's going to help us with our calendar. He's going to help us with our math. He's going to help us with second step. So he's in charge today. So if you have questions,
Sort of in charge. Mrs. Leonard really is in charge.
So if you have questions, you can ask him, and then if he needs help, then he can ask me. How does that sound?
Thumbs up? Awesome. Very good, friends.
What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather, everyone? Is it windy? Is it cloudy? Is there rain or is there sun? Very good.
I'm a little pitchy at times, but I'm comfortable singing, yeah.
We sing a lot of songs. It helps them to remember the content that I'm trying to teach them, and it gives them a reference point. It also makes it engaging for everyone, so they're not, it's not just calling on one person, what day is it, how many days are in the week, but we're all practicing it all the time, and just repeating it helps them to remember it. Days of the week,
days of the week, days of the week,
days of the week,
days of the week, days of the week.
There's
Sunday and there's Monday, there's Tuesday and there's Wednesday, there's Thursday and there's Friday, and then there's Saturday, days of the week. This shape is a hexagon.
It has 6 sides.
How many sides does a hexagon have?
6.
How many sides does a hexagon have?
6.
Very good, friends.
Now look at this hexagon.
So they'll have to draw in the shapes, this shape, and then tell how many.
Do they draw them up here or just?
Just
right
on this one. This one is
I
what
see.
was in the learning bridge. So
I
this
see.
is to remind them
Yeah.
of what we
Okay.
talked about.
Great.
So how many
This
triangles?
is a lesson instruction for Dr. Webb. So how many triangles do we have in this shape? We have 1, 2, 3. When you get this, you can return to your seat quietly. And if you need help, raise your hand. And Dr. Webb or Mrs. Leonard will come and help. Anybody who has young kids at home, you recognize that developmentally you interact with them in a very different way. You know, my background was as a high school teacher, and so there's a certain expectation that you bring relative to self-sufficiency that students have as self-directed learners. Ethan, can I check your work? Whoops. Looks like you need to finish that when you're done with this, okay, bud? It's okay, we have time. Can I check your work? Oops. When you're finished, is it Lila? When you're finished with this activity, try to complete this, okay, honey? All right, thank you. Here at this level, you just have to scaffold instructions a bit more, tone down your language so that it's understandable for kids at this level, and then really model exactly what you want over and over again. And that helps not only with managing transitions, but certainly with the instructional outcomes that we're trying to deliver as part of the lesson. Unscramble the right words and write it correctly on the line. Come, good job.
You're almost
You're
there,
missing a
Max.
shape right there, honey. Good job, Paisley. Yeah, this and come. Correct. You got it right, dude. Red if they have a short sound. Flowers. Ow, ow, ow. Is that ow? Is that long or short?
Short.
Awesome. Yeah, she really wanted confirmation, I think, of what she already knew. And my strategy was to just question her and have her repeat the sounds and reach the conclusion that I think she already knew, the difference between a short sound vowel and a long sound vowel. Flag. Ah, ah. Say that vowel sound.
Muffins?
Say the vowel
Did you
sound.
red under your eyes?
Ah, good. Short or long?
Short.
Awesome. Color it.
That is not hard. You're just doing it to
Just be aggressive. So frustrated.
So, puppy, you look upset. Did something happen?
Yes, I buried my bone and I can't remember where.
Oh, puppy, that's sad. I think you should put your paws on your tummy and say, stop. Coming in, and when they come in, a lot of times just teaching those social skills, how to interact with others. A lot of times they've only had experience within their home, and so to be around 24 other kids, they have to figure out how to problem solve, how to tell someone how they're feeling, and how to recognize how someone else is feeling. Especially in kindergarten, they feel they can feel as though they hurt my feelings, they're mean to me, I'm not going to be their friend, and yet they just wanted to use the yellow crayon first. And so trying to get them to express themselves verbally and say, this is how I'm feeling, this is what I meant, rather than assuming that something else is going on.
It's sharing time. Let's see. Weston, all right. What are you sharing? Come on up. Let's share. Let's see what you got.
This is my Spider-Man. Holy moly! I watched Spider-Man last night. If we push this button, he can talk.
Whoa.
I thought he did fantastic. There were some things that when you're explaining and you have it all spelled out on the lesson plan, you just can't account for this happened, that happened, this happened, that happened, and he did fantastic in being able to kind of roll with how it goes, because it never, you have it planned out and it's always a little different than what you plan, and he did fantastic.
Bye-bye. See you later. See you, Camden. Awesome, dude. See you later. Listen, I enjoy being in classrooms, spending time with students and staff. And frankly, I wish I had more time to spend in classrooms doing what I've done this morning. But my regular job is calling for my attention, and so I've got to get back to the office and attend to a few things. I've got agenda development for our next regular board meeting, and I've got that work waiting for me as soon as I get back into the office.
Not as exciting as caterpillars and butterflies.
Not as exciting as caterpillars and butterflies. Absolutely. So. Okay, that's right. There we go. Look at the camera.
All right, when I count to 3, everybody say baloney and we'll take a picture. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Baloney!